I think better when it's pouring. They ask where I've been, but it's less important. Much rather focus on where I'm going. Put my phone on D&D.
What's good, y'all? My name's Scotty Banx, and today I'm gonna be breaking down Hit Me on the Black Phone off my EP Not For Sale. The idea for Hit Me on the Black Phone came from Bankroll Fresh and Jeezy song All There, when Bankroll said, you know, want a whole thing, hit me on the black phone.
You want a whole thing, hit me on the black phone.
So that kind of sparked this whole, like, that's how I come up with a lot of my songs. It'd be like the most random things, because the vibe for this is completely different than the vibe on that song. But just him saying that one line really sparked this whole thing in my head about just a day where you just riding around, you know, get money, got your phone, do not disturb. But if somebody needs you, like really needs you, to hit you on the black phone, you know. Biggest thing about getting a good mix is, you know, just making sure you get a good recording. So what I did was I layered my vocals, because I knew the kind of vibe I was going for. I wanted to kind of sound like it was like, you know, multiple versions of me singing a song, but not in I guess you say like chorus effect, but more so like laid back, layered type vocals. So if you listen to it closely, you can hear how solo the vocals.
Riding down Route 40 on a Wednesday morning. Seem like I think better when it's pouring. They ask where I've been, but it's less important. Much rather focus on where I'm.
So that's the lead. But then if I take the lead vocal out and play the background vocal, you can hear the processing that's on the actual background vocals to give it that full sound.
Riding down Route 40 on a Wednesday morning. Seem like I think better when it's pouring. They ask where I've been, but it's less important. Much rather focus.
The main thing that you're hearing in this background vocal right here is the chorus. So a little while ago, I had realized that you can use the chorus effect to kind of simulate a crowd if you only do one vocal, but you got to blend it in the right way. So I didn't want to go too overboard. Like I said, I didn't need it to sound like it was a big crowd, but I just needed it to sound a little bit more full. So I used the chorus on the background vocals. And then when I added the lead vocal in without the chorus effect on, just the regular process, and it sounded pretty good together. So my favorite part of this actual song, though, is I got this from, this was like inspired by like the old Sylvia demo, Isaiah Rashad, you know, the way he used to do his ad-libs back in the day. So if you listen to me when I'm talking right here and I start doing a chant.
So fuck all that talking, my nigga, let's get it. If you coming with us, you better come quick, or you can sit around with them niggas that's better. Say they did it bigger, but never done shit.
So you can hear, again, if we solo everything, you can hear the regular vocals, which is just me singing.
So fuck all that talking, my nigga, let's get it. If you coming with us, you better come quick, or you can sit around with them niggas.
And that's cool, but what really adds the flavor to it all is the turned up vocals in the background when I'm yelling, and I got those panned going hard left, hard right. So
fuck all that talking, my nigga, let's get it. If you coming with us, you better come quick.
So like, I really like this mix because it shows just how much you don't have to do a lot to really make a good mix. You just gotta, you know what ear candy is, basically. If I would have had those vocals of me yelling turned up as loud as possible, it just would have been a little overbearing. I got those bad boys down at like -25, but it sounds just right in the mix though. So, you know, sometimes less is more when you mixing, man. It's no right or wrong way to do this. It's all, and you know what your taste is. You know, everybody's creativity is different. At the end of the day, like, mixing is where art and science meet. So always keep that in mind. It's a little bit of both. So don't be too much of a scientist, and, you know, be an artist, but also remember, like, the good thing about learning the rules is you know which ones you can break. That's the good thing about knowing the science part of it. I'm gonna actually just play what it would sound like if I had the effects off and just had those vocals regular.
One thing about me, I'ma make sure we eat. I'ma make sure we eat. One thing about me, I'ma make sure we eat. I'ma make sure we eat. Ain't nobody gave me nothing but a fucking hard time. Now they gotta see me shine while I pop my shit. I've been on the grind.
Like, literally, the reason I added that effect that I added to it was just because I'm a fan of the old Isaiah Rashad sound, and I knew how to recreate it. So it's not that there's like a hard and fast rule of, oh, when you yell on the mic, you gotta EQ it a certain way. Nah, I just like how Isaiah Rashad sounded back in the day, so I was like, let's rock with that. So we get that muffled sound where you can still hear what I'm saying, but it's not as pronounced as everything else. So I kind of just utilized the reverb to like make the vocals sit back a little bit, but it's nothing that, you know, is noticeable to the ear unless the vocals are soloed. So added a quarter note delay. For the delay, I use repeater. And after that, not gonna lie, Logic had just came out with the AI mastering, so I just threw the AI mastering on there, and that's a wrap. And that is how I did Hit Me on the Black Phone from Not For Sale.
So fuck all that talking, my nigga, let's get it. If you coming with us, you better come quick, or you can sit around.